Still in the oil and gas sector. The oil and gas sector now, the concerns have been raised in that sector as the Group Managing Director of Nigeria's National Petroleum Corporation, Mele Kyari, has said that the low point price of petrol and smuggling are two factors against high revenue generation of the agency. And this has been fueling discussions among Nigerians. Judith Ireno in this report examines the price of petrol in Nigeria vis-a-vis other West African countries and the dynamics of revenue generation.
Lamenting the low revenue generation of the NNPC at the Senate, the Group Managing Director, Mele Kyari, said in the entire West African sub-region, fuel is the cheapest in Nigeria, adding it is becoming increasingly difficult for the product to be made available at 145 naira per litre. Indeed, with a pump price of 145 naira per litre, Nigeria, as at January 2018, was ranked as the 8th cheapest place to buy petrol in the world. The average price of petrol in the world is $1.12, that is about 360 naira 1 kobo, according to globalpetrolprices.com, which publishes data on fuel price around the world, tracking 150 countries on a weekly basis.
The proactiveness we expect from government is not about reviewing price. They are looking at a short approach to revenue. They are not looking at a lasting approach, a method that is inheritable, something that you do and the economy will relax and you feel relief in the society. We should be talking about what are we doing towards refining our oil in such that when it's refined in the country, it will be cheaper for Nigerians. You should be asking yourself, why is he even cheap? And why are you running loss even at 145?
When you talk about pricing, right, that we are the cheapest, you need to ask yourself, what is the minimum wage that people are earning within the system? Number two, it is the value of naira that is weak that makes you think that our petrol is the cheapest. It's not the cheapest. A monolithic economy, and that's where we are having this kind of stress. We cannot rely only on one source to finance governance.
Successive military and civilian governments in Nigeria over the years have increased the pump price of petrol at one point or the other, citing different reasons. From General Yakubu Gowon's increment in 1973 from 6 kobo to 8 naira 45 kobo, to former President Goodluck Jonathan's January 1st, 2012 increment of 65 naira to 141 naira, which led to a nationwide protest, but was later reverted in January 17 that same year from 141 naira to 97 naira. President Muhammadu Buhari in May 11, 2016 increased the price of petrol from 87 naira to 145 naira per litre. Former President late Umaru Yar'Adua is the only president who did not increase pump price of fuel. He in fact reduced it from 75 naira per litre to 65 naira. Nigerians wonder why, despite successive increments, revenue generated from petrol has not translated to better infrastructure, amongst others.
We need to come out with facts and figures. You understand? Tell us exactly how much is the fuel subsidy. Exactly how much. And then tell us how they arrived at that amount. I mean, everything is open now in this country. I mean, in the world today. Let them tell us how much they are refining our products. First of all, it's our crude. How much they are refining it in other countries. And how much for landing, the landing cost. And then all the other costs before it gets to the filling station and all of that. Let them tell us so that we can also verify and know exactly how much. You understand? When they do that, then we can be convinced.
What they should do is infrastructure. You know, a time will come if you manage your infrastructure. Infrastructure management in Nigeria is so poor that the absence of it is why little inflation or little increase in price of petrol leave average and almost 90% of Nigerians to react.
On the issue of dwindling revenue generation, which the NNPC has hitched the price of petrol and crude oil theft on, respondents tasked the government on creative measures to avoid overdependence on oil and the proper utilization of illegal refineries in the Niger Delta region.
Oshibajo went to go and visit the Delta areas, and they discovered that we have a lot of illegal refineries. Why can't we ensure that we legalize the illegal refineries by big investors investing in it, and ensure that those crude are well processed here, and then the cost of freight from importing the thing back to this country?
Though the NNPC has for the opportune time denied rumored plans to increase fuel price, the NLC says reactions of this nature is only expected and not out of place.
They always come in gimmick like they are coming now. When Labour want to react, they will tell you the information is not true. That was a personal view. But that is how they check. They want to test the feeling of the people. And that is why when we perceive, we react, because you don't wait until they carry the action before you tell them what the consequence may likely be.
Nigerians will indeed wait this out to see if government would keep to its words and find alternative means to revenue generation, or indeed lower the pump price of petrol, if feasible. Judith Irenua for Galaxy News, Lagos.